Looks like our racers are getting just about ready for this next race here, so we should be starting pretty soon. So for this last race, we got the classic SMRAT settings, full item randomization, and your standard difficulty settings. So just you know, bomb jumps, wall jumps, and no short charges, but shine sparks are in logic. So lots of variability in these. Items could be just about anywhere. So one of the main things to kind of keep in mind is the requirements for Fantune and Gauntlet and a couple other places that can kind of dictate where our suits are going to be. So, unless there's a ton of E-tanks around in Logic, runners will more than likely need gravity in order to face Fantune. But that being said, gravity can often be at ocean missiles or the spooky missiles and wreck ships. So, depending on how these runners route things, it could definitely take you in the wrong direction or take you exactly where you need to go. And with Corian being enabled in vanilla, our racers are going to be looking for plenty of ammo unless they find a charge and a good beam. So, yeah, I think especially at the beginning of the game, they're definitely going to be picking up just about everything that they can find. Probably at least 15 power bombs, maybe a few more if they feel like they are going to need the crystal flash clip to get the bot wound. But other than that, definitely looking for suits in order to get through Lower North Fair Meridia. And other than that, just utilizing whatever they find to the best of their abilities. So, all right, it looks like our runners are ready. The countdown timer should be starting up here in just a second. All right. Interesting to see it start at -25. Normally it's 15, but yeah. Timer doing some weird stuff, but here they go. And for y'all just joining us, yes, Sunwu is using the backward sprite, and he's used it quite a bit, but it still causes him some issues here and there. But I think after warming up these last two races, he's looking pretty good with it. Both of our racers getting some nice moonfalls here. One of the things that the backward sprite causes issues with is wall jumps, because the hitbox for it is not quite clear. And another place is this, in the room to the right of here, the E-tank item. A little bit harder to get the damage boost off with the sprite. So, but with high jump boots, it's not quite an issue. Finding high jump boots pretty early is nice because it's a nice item to have, but at these very early parts, it's a little weird. Just things that you would normally do to get through to areas don't work quite right. But BrakeJake showing off a crouch jump with high jump allows you to get through that hole right there. But our runner's looking very synced right now. I think SunWu's stream is just a little bit ahead. And as WJG points out, SunWu's auto tracker is messing up a little bit, so we'll get the manual one here. So, oh yeah, and got our suits prediction up here. Put in some points to bet to see which of our suits we're gonna see first. Honestly, pretty good climb with a high jump. Can kind of throw you off a little bit having high jump here. Same with Parlor Room. Usually with Parlor Room, you either don't have high jump or you're going through after Mother Brain and there's no enemies. So that definitely throws you off a little bit. Reem putting his money where his mouth is, betting 20 points for gravity, or 20k points rather. And our runner's finding power bombs here, so they'll probably check 230 missiles before heading on out. And depending on what's there, they might decide to go to Gauntlet. And BrakeJake getting a very nice high jump Alcatraz, and just a one wall jump. Always fun to see. Super Missile's a nice find here. Just having at least one of each ammo type at the beginning, it makes things a bit more comfy. But like I said, not going to be checking Gauntlet with what they have, so we'll probably see them check the back of Gauntlet just to see if there's anything that they need there, and keeping in mind for later when they do have the right amount of bombs. SunWu with a pretty nice Terminator there, with the with the backward spray. Ooh, SunWu saying, you know what? I don't care about checking the back of Gauntlet. I'm going to go ahead and check the front. And back of Gauntlet has super missiles and plasma. Definitely nice to find. If they do find charge before getting to some of our tougher bosses, it'll definitely be nice to have. Yeah, Varia in the past few months implemented a nice little quality of life uh, change to where if you save and then you hit LR start select, it will actually just reset you at the save, so you don't have to spend time in the menus or anything like that when you reset. So it kind of opens up save scumming to be a little bit more powerful. But BrakeJake checking out the early supers room here, finding Screw Attack at the location under the bridge. Also finding some more missiles and power bombs and things like that. But Varia is not at this location like the first seed, so not the biggest thing here. But it will be nice to have this plasma back here. And with Plasma and Screw Attack making Lower Norfair much more manageable, even with lower health or no gravity. So if these runners find Varia, they have high jump, so they could very likely try to do upper or lower Norfair with just Varia. And some normal bombs. So normally that wouldn't be the best thing to find, but it does give you some information. Logically, the bombs could open up the ship PBs, and I think Kraid becomes in logic. A few other things too, especially if they find Varia, then potentially uh, X-rays opened up. A few checks like that. Croc, the pre-grapple room, that one becomes in logic too. A few things like that. Yeah, and having 15 power bombs early on is definitely nice as well. They're definitely not going to get soft locked or have any run into any issues, from not having enough bombs. Especially screw attack too. Like they got everything they need. Uh, Green Brinstar going to be more than manageable. Getting all the items here. They're a little low on supers, but it's generally not a big deal. But BrakeJake will run out. Oh no, he gets a nice little drop there. Does not go for the Mission Impossible. Tries to dodge the missile, but still grabs it. Honestly, oh yeah, I guess Kraid didn't, or bombs didn't open up Kraid because they have high jump. I forgot about that. But anyway, yeah, BrakeJake should have no problem. High jump makes this gate glitch here pretty simple, and he also gets another drop just in case. So the only item they should be leaving behind here is the waterway check. Oh, and SunWu falls down and misses the information on what bombs were. He may decide to go back, but if he decides to skip, that could just be something in the back of the head that he's just like, oh man, what if the suits were there and things like that. Putting high jump boots back on, not a terrible idea. Once you get to around this area, it's probably nicer to have it on than off, but in some of the early areas, having high jump can really be detrimental. Yeah, WJG, I think, yeah, Reem's saying that bombs are probably required for the ship PBs, yep. And if there's something at, screw attack, that could be one of the only ways to get out as well. Unless they find speed, or something else, but yeah, could be a logical requirement. Looks like BrakeJake making pretty good time through Green Brinstar here. Only thing he's really down, behind SunWu with is Plasma and an extra super pack, but I think overall it's not a huge deal. So depending on what we find coming up here soon, so might be looking like BrakeJake's a little bit ahead. Especially with that fall from SunWu, ate up a decent little bit of time. And BrakeJake deciding he has more than enough ammo, which I say 45 missiles is probably like super comfy, but he might just wait to pick up more missiles once he figures out if he's going to have charge for Mother Brain or not. But yeah, I definitely still expect him to pick up any super missile packs that he finds. SunWu getting his fourth E-Tank. I would expect him to not pick up any more after this, unless he needs like a quick refill. Alright, and Kraid holding the space jump here, so probably gonna be or the bombs aren't gonna really be required for anything logically. So we're gonna do a quick little farm here for some supers. He needs at least one to get out of here, another for the gate glitch, and another for getting to Green Hill Zone out of here. So three sounds like a good amount to pick up. And another very nice quick kill from BrakeJake. Yeah, Space Jump opens up quite a few locations. SunWu having a little bit of trouble from his backward sprite again. He will need to farm one more super in order to get to Green Hill Zone. Oh, never mind. He picked up a super pack, so he should be good. Just some missiles at a Kraid E-Tank. There's not a whole lot of logical checks left for BrakeJake here in Upper Norfair, so SunWu is deciding to go back through Criteria. This could be potentially a big play here. There's a few logical checks here, and yeah, if he finds a suit or a speed booster or ice, could be put him at a pretty big advantage. But we'll see if that's the case here with BrakeJake checking high jump boots. Suits pretty commonly here, so it's definitely a potential. And Ice Beam, okay. So that's definitely going to help with Zeb Skip and also clipping to Bot Wound if they don't find speed. So definitely a good check, but something that SunWu will probably find. Oh, and SunWu finds the gravity suit at Billy Mays. That's pretty huge. That's gonna be a pretty big advantage. Yeah, I mean, BrakeJake's gonna probably need to come back here at some point, but I kind of expect BrakeJake to check, you know, like top of Wreck Ship and maybe all of Wreck Ship potentially. But at the same time, you know, with him, if he checks all those checks, he'll kind of know where, like, you know, potentially Varia needs to be or not. But it would be pretty funny to find Varia here at Old Mother Brain too, like just both suits. Be a bit unfortunate for BrakeJake, but and a huge amount of points going to Reem. And Saw Monster as well. Oh, Speed Booster at Old Mother Brain. Two great items here in Criteria. I think the thing that BrakeJake's going to be hoping for here is Varia. Other than that, I think it's not going to help him out a whole lot unless it's charge. And speed allows SunWu here to check these Reem supers. Just a reserve at So I'm having a little trouble with the short charges. I know he recently switched to hitbox, so I think there's a little bit of a learning curve he's still gotta get through. And he gets it. Spring ball, definitely not bad to find with speed booster and high jump. Definitely not a bad item. But you know, not progression or anything like that. But I imagine SunWu's probably going to be going to Wreck Ship after this. He's got speed booster. That's easy enough. Wait, did he just break that block with his shot? I didn't realize that was a that was a Varia patch. I didn't. Huh. Interesting. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah, Jake not picking up that E. I think maybe he's waiting for a good opportunity for like E to give him a you know, refill when he needs it. I think that's what he's doing. Oh, the same patch as Quick Reset added that as a soft lock, or anti-soft lock patch. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Sometimes you'll still kind of need to use a bomb in order to bomb jump into that hole. But yeah, that's good to know. Nice little tweak, honestly. But yeah, BrakeJake not really finding anything here at Red Tower. Gonna be checking Wreck Ship, so we got a nice little handshake there. SunWu using his gravity suit to get him through. And I think the space jump, BrakeJake's definitely going to be checking this ship PB here. And probably going to be checking Gauntlet as well, since he skipped it earlier. I think with Screw Attack and Space Jump, it is in Logic. But Speed, I'm trying to remember if Speed was was in Logic. Where was it at? Yeah, it was Old Mother Brain, so yeah, it should put everything into Logic here. Oh, and Varia at Wreck Ship. Oh my gosh. So, SunWu, probably not going to be making a whole lot of, you know, difficult checks. Still going to be making checks because he still needs plenty of supers in order to beat Mother Brain and even just Ridley. So, but I think we might see SunWuFarmer just dip out of Wreck Ship and go somewhere else. Oh, BrakeJake almost missing out on that Plasma Beam and Super Pack. That was a close call there. Yeah, criteria stacked as heck in this seed. But I think we're gonna see BrakeJake check either Wreck Ship or Criteria now. For his sake, he checks Criteria, but could very well be doing some checks. Okay, yeah. Oh no, is he? It looks like he is going to go to Wreck Ship first, which will find him Varia, but you know, with him finding Varia here, he might be inclined to just go straight to Upper Norfair, so he might miss out on Gravity. Definitely a potential big time loss here for BrakeJake. Yeah, as Reem's pointing out, he could be doing a potential save scum here. Just, you know, grabbing these items right before Fantoon, because I think with these settings, Fantoon's probably not going to be in Logic without Gravity. Sunwoo getting a nice little cleanup there on his fourth round, I believe. See what Sunwoo just decides here. Probably going to be making some of these quick checks and then just heading straight out of here. BrakeJake having a little bit of trouble breaking out of the water here. Oof. It looks like someone's gonna just dip out of here. I mean, the only saving grace for BrakeJake at this point might be that charge is somewhere in wreck ship, and he decides to check the rest of it. Because with plasma, charge would be huge. But yeah, Reem, I got that feeling too. You know, so many things could still happen at this point, but Sunwoo's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think finding this Varia here is definitely making Jake reconsider some of his routes. Still gonna kill Fantune. I think it's a good idea. You're already here. Might as well. If you need to come back, like even if you don't do the rest of the checks, you know, I think it's a good move. And Sunwoo just skipping some of these high density checks up here in Red Tower. I think he might come back for them later if he ends up not finding charge. But I think it makes sense to kind of leave him here until he knows for sure that he needs them. But at the same time, it'd probably be a good idea to try to get a couple more supers for Ridley. But I think he's probably going to be, or he might. Yeah, he can really choose between going to Meridia or Upper Norfair right now. So I need to do Upper Norfair first. And we got BrakeJake here fighting Fantune. Super quick fight. Great Dopplers. Overall, just a great fight. But yeah, it does make sense to come over here to Kraid and check some of the high density checks in Upper Norfair and just go ahead and finish out Lower Norfair before going back up. Because I think you know with power bombs and everything, Sunwoo technically has enough ammo to kill Ridley. Be a slightly slow fight, but not too bad overall. And I think we're going to see BrakeJake checking a few things here. Ooh, Sunwoo having a bit of trouble there with the quick kill. Still has plenty of ammo to get through this fight pretty quickly, but yeah, looks like BrakeJake is going to be checking these items here at Wreck Ship. So if he finds, you know, charge or something, that's going to be very nice for him. Because I think Sunwoo's probably going to be checking high jump boots, so he should be finding ice. But if he doesn't, then that's another bit of ammo that Sunwoo's going to need to find in order to get through Mother Brain 2 and 3, 1 and 2. But yeah, hopefully Charge is not like at reserves or something because BrakeJake still hadn't picked up the speed booster in Criteria. Yeah, Sunwoo going ahead and picking up ammo. I think that's probably a good move at this point. Just pick up any ammo you get near. That's not out of the way. BrakeJake deciding to skip out on a few of these smaller missiles and just dips out. Doesn't check any of the bowling items. I think without speed, it does make some sense to do that. Let's see where he goes next. Oh, is he? It looks like he might actually be checking criteria. That's going to be good for him. Um, oh no. Samu finding his ice beam while BrakeJake going down to Upper Norfair, skipping over speed and gravity. Yeah, I'd imagine with 30 supers, Samu's probably gonna maybe farm up a little bit here, but ultimately just dip down to Lower Norfair. And he skips the farm. It's a little surprising there. That little farm spot there to the right is going to be much faster than farming any of the other locations here in Lower Norfair. Definitely no worries health-wise, but yeah, you definitely want enough ammo to take on Ridley. BrakeJake without speed booster having to come through here in Cathedral. It's just hoping to find gravity. Yeah, with someone finding ice and I think just a decent amount of supers and he'll be more than comfortable getting through here. Mother Brain, I mean. BrakeJake accidentally maybe or picking up that E-tank, but still. Someone making a quick little check here, finding Spacer of all things. Definitely doesn't want that. At least another super pack here. Yeah, because we still don't know where Charge is. I mean, at this point, I'm feeling like Fire Fleece maybe. Charge likes to be there. Or Ridley, yeah. Ridley likes holding Charge as well. I feel like especially in the G3 seeds, like Charge is almost always behind Ridley, which is unfortunate, but you know. A nice little super pack there for Sunwoo, gonna keep him from having to farm before Ridley a little bit. Bream getting out the stats here on where Charge Beam likes to be. Yeah, someone gonna definitely need to farm a little bit here, get enough ammo for Ridley. So, you know, missiles-wise, he's got about 5 super missiles worth of normal missiles. He's got some power bombs, but not enough to do too much. So I think he's gonna spend a little bit of time here farming for enough supers. Yeah, turning off that ice beam, slowing down the farm. I imagine he shouldn't need any more than 30, so I feel like once he hits 30, he'll probably duck out of here, but any more is definitely going to be comfortable. And he's got a good amount of health now, so nothing too much to worry about. Yep, 30, so... Okay, he's starting, you know, I went exactly 30, which, you know, the normal missiles can be a little cumbersome, and they do take a while. And BrakeJake, clearing out most of Upper Norfair, still not finding gravity, so he's deciding to go down to Croc here. So far, a pretty clean fight here from SunWu, not really missing any. Might have missed 1-2 there. Gotta be a little careful. Does have 5 power bombs just in case, so yeah, gonna go ahead and burn through his normal missiles. Ooh, hitting another super on Ridley's tail. Should be pretty close, but I believe Ridley should be down. It looks he's making some movements like he is. Yep. Okay. And BrakeJake getting some revenge here on Crocomire with, you know, 50 super missiles. Ridley with just a knee. Yeah, someone's going to be making his way out of Lower Norfair. Maybe making a few of the faster checks. Fire Fleas is questionable, but I'd imagine he'd at least, you know, check what's after the maze just to see if it's worth his time. But Jake's gonna be a little disappointed with what he finds here, but finding lots and lots of super missiles here in Upper Norfair. So that you know, could mean that there's not a whole lot in Meridia. So someone might have a little trouble getting enough ammo from Mother Brain. Someone just using his spring ball to get through all of those guys, even though he had plasma and screw attack. A little fun to see. Just power bombs here. Oh, and charge beam at Crocomire. I don't think SunWu's going to be finding that. So, and it doesn't help BrakeJake a whole lot at this point, considering he's already picked up 60 super missiles. And SunWu not finding any supers here in Lower Norfair. Besides the one pack, so he's going to be having to do a little bit of hunting in Meridia, and a lot of it might just be normal missiles. So gives BrakeJake a little bit of a chance to catch up a bit, because you know at this point BrakeJake knows that there's not a whole lot of other areas to check. So he's probably going to be checking the criteria items here after once clearing out Crocamire's lair. But he did get a full wave beam or a full beam combo here in Croc's lair. See if Sunwu decides to check some of these upper Norfair checks. I got a feeling like he's going to skip them, though. Alright, at least going to be checking the Bryn Star Reserve, or Bubble Mountain Reserve. 3 items, definitely not a bad idea. Jake checking ice, and as Reem says, he probably, he might just go to the lower Norfair at this point. He does have high jump. So Grav, that's definitely a good point. Grav is not required for people that can do the Gravless lava dive, which with high jump boots is pretty manageable. But yeah, so I'm really only needing 4 more super packs to be comfortable. So he should be okay. I think it's still looking like it's in Sunwu's favor here. Ooh, BrakeJake getting a nice little speed ball there, or mock ball there, without speed booster or using his ice beam. That's a neat little trick. Oh yeah, and BrakeJake deciding not to go to LN. Gonna be just searching for that gravity suit. I think honestly, doing a lower Norfair without gravity probably would have been a little bit faster. But the fact that he was already, in the business center and everything, it's not a huge time loss. Sunwu finding some more super missiles here at the Main Street Missiles, definitely what he's looking for. Not even gonna check the crab super hole. maybe he'll go through here, but nope. He's like, I'm good on that. Aqueduct, it's got the 2 little checks there, definitely worth checking in my opinion. And if he doesn't find what he needs after Dragon, I'm sure he'll go up to Watering Hole. And looks like BrakeJake is going to be checking over here and finding his gravity suit. So I'm sure he'll be more than relieved to find that. I'm not sure if he'll be checking for Speed Booster or Old Mother Brain and getting Speed Booster after finding Grav, though. So that might be another little thing that kind of helps decide this race. Yeah, Bot Wound gonna be more than easy with 20-something supers here. I think BrakeJake either very angry or breathing a sigh of relief finding that gravity there. Probably a little bit of both. Sunwu deciding that he will go ahead and take that energy tank. He is a little low. I mean, honestly, I think if he felt like he needed energy, I probably would have just farmed to get some supers as well. But I guess it does speed up farming a little bit if you were to choose to. But yeah, it looks like BrakeJake is gonna bail out and not check Old Mother Brain, so he'll be skipping Speed Booster. So with a nice little space jump through Coliseum. Check these precious, just vanilla missiles, but getting super close to being able to get through Mother Brain 1 and 2. Oh yeah, totally Reem. Yeah, I mean, there's no real good reason to skip or get that because he's go mode in his head. So, uh, just pointing out that, you know, that's what he's choosing to do. Yeah, so I'm a little low on ammo, but Speed Booster should allow him to do this pretty handedly, unless he sparks upwards. Oof. Hits the goop with the Shine Spark. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage done with the Shine Spark. I think that was a little bit early, so didn't get the full damage done on Dragon with that Shine Spark. Hit the backwards spark, yeah. No kidding. It's like, am I facing the right direction? Like, what's going on? And some of getting goops, so not being able to take a full advantage of the goop farm there. BrakeJake is making his way down to Lower Norfair with plenty of ammo and also full beam combo, so he should just be speeding through. Ooh, SunWu. Yeah, I mean, I think with the backward sprite, just not super comfortable doing this Dragon speed kill with it. I think farming up those supers, like I was saying, probably would have been the right move. It's funny seeing those echoes just stuck there on that turret, though. And Dragon just refusing to go goop phase. There we go. Dragon finally down. Very, very, very long fight for SunWu, but I think, you know, he's so far ahead at this point. It'll be pretty hard for BrakeJake to catch up. I think SunWu's gonna check for another super back here. Decides to pick up an E-tank. Just a nice little free refill. But I think with what he's got, he'll probably check. He'll probably check the watering hole. I don't expect him to check much more than that. He still hasn't checked the red Bryn Start, the top of it, so that might be another thing he checks. Ooh, nice Wample jump from SunWu there. But yeah, I think. Yeah, watering hole, maybe crab hole, and then red Bryn Star, and he'll probably just go with whatever he gets from those. Ooh, some nice Kagos there from BrakeJake, getting through both of them very quickly. Nice. Fast strat for killing those metal pirates with supers. Yeah, Sound Monster. That's usually how it is. Just whoops, all PBs. Whenever you're like on your last little checks on your way to Mother Brain, that seems to be the case more often than not, or some E-tanks or something. But he does find his super pack. I think he does have enough ammo to kill Mother Brain, especially if he refills. He should be okay. Like his normal missiles after shooting that first red door. But if he doesn't save, it could still very much be, BrakeJake's win here. Speaking of which, BrakeJake taking down Ridley very quickly with all those nice super missiles he has. And someone does decide to check these. If I remember correctly, I think there was a super pack back here. I could be wrong though. At least some missiles. And an E-Tank. Okay. I guess I was wrong. 55 normal missiles, 60 supers. With Ice Beam, should be just fine. A little tight, but I think as long as he saves, just in case something happens, he should be fine. Yeah, with BrakeJake having to come out of Lower Norfair, kill Dragon, and make his way to Mother Brain, fairly far behind, but he does have the advantage of being very comfortable with the amount of ammo and with his beam combo and everything. So, like I said, if something happens with SunWu, definitely a chance for BrakeJake to catch up here. Or potential DNF from SunWu if he doesn't save at all. Oh, we get a nice little wave trick here. I think it's supposed to be a little bit harder with plasma equipped, but it's a fun little glitch. There's basically the little shot blocks off screen, and if you shoot enough of them, you just walk through those other blocks. It's a kind of an interesting little thing that can happen. And SunWu taking these Metroid kills nice and slow, making sure he has all the supers that he can have. I mean, worst case here, SunWu could just like open up the eye door and the two red doors before Mother Brain and refill, but he's definitely not going to want to have to do that. Yeah, SunWu wasting a super there. Finds another one. He should be good. This next room, just group them all up and finish them off with normal missiles. And even a super, the chances of you not getting 0 supers against these Metroids is pretty slim, but he's going to go ahead and play it safe anyway. BrakeJake making his way into West Meridia. SunWu looking like he's kind of setting up for the baby skip, but yeah, no. So one thing that's kind of a good move to do in these sort of situations where you're not going to baby skip and you have screw attack, you can actually reset the iframes from your using screw attack. So if you get hit and then you screw attack, it resets your iframes. So you continually damage yourself in order to get your health drained a little bit faster for the baby. BrakeJake having a little bit of trouble with that ice clip there, but getting it. But he has a full wave beam a full beam combo here for Botwoon, taking him down quite easily. So sometimes Botwoon can get double hit by the beam, and even then it still only takes like 5 shots, I believe. BrakeJake wanting to skip that E-Tank, doing this little strat here. Kind of funny looking, but ooh, having a little trouble. Okay, he's good. Alright, and SunWu did not save. Very, very tight on ammo here. He can't really afford to miss any super missiles. Can only miss a few normal missiles. Alright, he has 3 supers worth of leeway. So, he should be good. Gets those normal missiles out of the way. I think that's a good idea, because while Mother Brain's head's not moving, it takes, less effort to get out those normal missiles than it would be during this fight. Part of the fight, rather. So far, not missing any shots. Taking it nice and careful. I think he's good, yeah. Mother Brain down. Needed damage down someone. There you go. And that's it for Mother Brain 2. Well, BrakeJake is finishing off Dragon there. Yeah, considering how kind of mean the location of gravity was, SunWu making a very good time on this seed. I think being able to skip most of Wreck Ship and Upper Norfair definitely helps speed up things a bit. And Jake getting a nice little D-boost through that room, it's always fun to see. Yeah, looks like BrakeJake should be getting to G4 around the same time SunWu's getting close to finishing, so pretty big difference. SunWu using his backward sprite to look a little funny there. SunWu getting through these rooms here pretty quickly. I'm a little trouble with his moonfall. BrakeJake getting to G4 right around the time SunWu gets into parlor room. Alright. Looks like SunWu is finishing with a racetime.gg time of 58:26, winning the second race for him, and winning this whole match with that. It's best of 3. Coming back from losing the first one, it's always it feels good. But we will try to get our racers in here for an interview while BrakeJake DNFs. Looks like BrakeJake is going to be declining the interview, but we might be able to get SunWu in here. Yes, super close race overall. Just a couple little mistakes here and there that kind of really sealed the deal for BrakeJake. I mean that Crockermeyer fight in the second race must have been like really feels bad. Just I mean minutes and minutes wasted there, and almost last locationing that gravity suit. Also just kind of unfortunate at that point. That's part of these SMRAT classics are very much like that. So all right, and welcome in SunWuFarmer. GG's, congratulations on your win here.
Well, thank you, man. Feels good. Come back after that first loss. I kept thinking BrakeJake was going to finish this one before me, just because I felt like it really slowed down after I got that suit, or both suits. It was just like, try to find ammo. My bosses were horrible. I missed
that Dragon especially.
Dragon, oh my gosh, I probably wasted like 2 minutes there.
Oh man. But I guess we could just blame it on the backward sprite, right?
That's it, yeah. I lost all abilities short charge on that one.
Yeah, no joke. But yeah, I mean, so on that last one, BrakeJake kind of almost last locationed the gravity suit. So he had already gone through wreck ship and all of Open Warfare more or less. Actually, yeah, he even did Croc, and so he found Varia before gravity. So he did all of that. And then, yeah, so that I think that's really what did it for him. He did find charge and wave at Crockermeyer, but I think at that point it was just a little too late.
Yes.
But yeah, I think in these seasons in particular, it seems like it's a good idea to go ahead and go back and check those criteria items fairly early. Because I don't know, it's been so many times I find something in those areas.
Yes, I believe it was the seed or the first seed had Varia Gauntlet, so I was thinking then this one had something, or maybe that was last seed that had speed there.
Yeah, speed was an old mother brain in the last seed too. Like there's speed.
Yes.
It had spring ball and just it had so many majors. But
Oh right, yeah. Spring Ball was Climb Supers, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you managed to find like all the ammo you needed along the way. And that's usually how these seeds end up. Like, you know, you either find that charge or you just kind of hope you get more supers than normal missiles or power bombs on your way to the bosses and everything once you're kind of go mode.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know if you know, but like the second race, BrakeJake probably spent about 5 or 6 minutes in Crocomire.
Oh.
Yeah, he went in with like 7 missiles and I want to say like 16 supers, and he just was missing a decent amount of those supers and had to sit there. And like at first he like ran out of both and he tried to exit, but since it was that great entrance, he needed the supers to escape, which I know you're a little familiar with.
Yes.
But yeah, he ended up just sitting there and killing him with a farm. Like thankfully he didn't soft lock or anything, but it definitely ate into his run quite a bit.
That makes a lot of sense now because Reem said in the race time chat that the boss was Crocomire in that seed. I was like, oh, that feels bad. Because I left, I think I had 2 or 3 supers and like 10 missiles, but I did not feel comfy with that. It's like,
yeah,
let's go do Kraid. We know Kraid's here. I don't have to do Lower Norfair in that seed, so that was nice. It was like, let's just find Kraid, get some supers, come back, clear Croc.
Yeah, I think that was a good move. It definitely helped you out. I mean, you had less ammo, I think, than he did when he went in finally, but yeah. But at the same time, I mean, you had more than enough to kind of feel comfy to kill Croc. But yeah, I mean, up to that point, I'd say he was a good minute and a half ahead of you. So it really was that Croc fight that lost it for him.
Oh.
I mean, really the whole match. So
yeah,
I can see why he didn't want to do an interview.
I understand that.
Yeah, just feeling tilted, I'm sure. But yeah, trying to think. Other than that, I think the second seed was pretty nice overall. Didn't do anything crazy. And I think you finding the backup wreck ship early was kind of nice too. So you kind of knew what the seed wanted you to do at that point.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess the first seed, I'm already starting to have trouble remembering, but how'd that go for you? How'd that go for you?
I felt like okay. I did last locate, or not last locate, because I skipped like X-Ray and Spazer that first time because I knew they were like big checks that took 15, 20, 30 seconds. And I was like, okay, cut those 2 out. But then I went back up, I think wreck ship, and then I found Varia at the gauntlet item, which was my go mode, and then I went back down to do like Ridley. So I did check like Bubble Mountain before Varia just to see if it was that one item.
Yeah, it likes to do that. I think Jake checked that as well, and I think he went Kraid and Upper Norfair before Meridia, but I think y'all pretty much did the same thing, but just like in a slightly different order. I feel like y'all's routing was pretty similar, at least like the checks y'all decided to check. Because he also skipped X-Ray and Waterway, and I think he did check Spazer, but I don't think it was anything important. So
okay,
but yeah, overall, I mean, very consistent, good movement and everything from you after that first seed. I could tell you're kind of probably warming up a little bit, especially with the backwards sprite.
Yes. Yeah, the second seat felt a lot more comfy.
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yeah, it looks like we will be facing each other here soon in the semifinals.
I know, it's me and you and Chrono and Kaizentine.
Yeah, definitely some scary matchups. The finals is going to be a great race, and so are the semifinals. I think we got some good action coming up here for SMRAT.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. I don't think any of those have been scheduled yet, if I remember correctly, but they should be coming up here pretty soon. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I think thanks for Reem and WJG for getting these restreams and tracking going and everything else. And okay, so Chrono Kaizenton looking like it might be Saturday. So that's a good week from now. So yeah, stay tuned, everybody, and thanks for watching. And any last words from you, SunWu?
Just thanks for comms, and thank you WJG, Reem, and for all the restream and board and stuff. It's really nice. And BrakeJake for a good race. Good racing today.
Yeah, you'll definitely put out a good race for everyone to watch here. But yeah, with that, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see y'all next mission.